The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Well, good afternoon. How are we doing today? Get out a tablet and pen. You got to understand, I'd like to help you as much as I can. That means if you let me take your case file, set it up, analyze you, you'd be like Mike here. Mike here has $3.6 million of credit. Okay? Positioning, pain in the tush. Was it easy? Hell no. See, the problem with most people, just like Mike, he did it his way, didn't work. What happened? You listen to a lot of silly people going blah, blah, blah. Me, I just rebuild people because it's fun. So today, let's be honest. You win in the lottery, you getting a raise. Would you like $3 million of credit? See, you're going to go, what? Most people look at the credit like, what are you talking about? Now, some of you, probably 80% of you have a corporation or a business, and you don't have $1 million of cash credit, which you should. The other thing, you should have a bunch of divisions. And they understand I invented division process in 85, 86. Kind of have fun. So again, today, maybe you listen to me because I got to million to billion and I'll help you if you want. By the way, I've helped 50 million people so far. I've analyzed personally, like $100 million building, $1 million Lamborghinis. I'm Ray Reynolds, the Godfather of Credit. Got that nickname on KNX Radio. Been on there 49 years. So let's play. Now I'm going to say flat out, no pictures, no recording. get the tablet and pen. I want you to understand what I want to do is get you to think and basically write things down. You're going to turn your tablet this way, okay? Because I want to show you some things you could actually change your life starting today if you want to, but it's up to you. Now, that's me, 1981. I don't realize I'm doing something I can't, everyone else is not doing. It wasn't my thing. I worked out 3 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the afternoon, got to teach classes and have fun. But when I was 10, I was kicking the door jam. All right, 14 and a half at T-Wickle Junior High, I was kicking the basketball hoop. They took a picture and said, white boys jump, okay? So it's like when you hear everyone say white men can't jump, it's like, I don't understand. Since I hold the record for the highest and fastest kick at that time, all right, it looks like I can jump. What do you think? So here's the mindset. The mindset is you have to understand until you get your head wrapped around it, you're not going to happen. It's not going to happen for you. When I call someone on the phone, I do coaching, whatever, I always ask, how you doing? They always refer and go back, how am I doing? And the answer is always good. Always good. You see, it's a mindset. All right. And if I don't say that to a client, they always go, what's wrong, right? Always good. We have choices. Now, the only way I got to kind of reward myself for me, all right, was the goodies. I can tell myself I was proud of myself because I didn't have a father or daddy to tell me that ever. The only father I ever knew was heaven, that one, because I never had one on earth that said, hey, you're doing good, let me help you. That never happened in my life, but okay. So as we play, I like mansions, kind of in the harbor. So now I'm going to change what I just said for 1 or 2 slides. Can you get your cell phone ready, please? I want you to take a picture of something. You see, for me, what I did is I had 22,000 payphones. All right, that was fun, moving about $300 a month. I ended up having 19 houses, and they told me I couldn't get number 20. All right, it's like, what do you mean no? Okay, see, they kept telling me the loan-to-value problem's kicking my ass out. So the reality is I like to have business, but I don't want to run it. I just want to own the damn thing. I want to be the bank. Like all the laundromats, dry cleaning, car washes, storage units. I remember my ex-father-in-law, Dr. Robert Soltis. We started buying, storage units when I was about 19. It was kind of fun. I'd like you to take a picture right here. Okay, so let's understand. If you want to get to a turnkey business, and I've done this for 49 years, so understand something. So take your picture. Understand what this does. These are businesses that you do not have to run by a third-party management company. Okay, understand what I do is I get the location, I'll close the escrow and hand you the damn keys and work with you. But that's if you're in a coaching program. So I do this for clients. I've done it since 1987. So I got 6 car washes ready to go. Okay, I got 4 apartment complexes. These are all ready to go to be assigned to a person. I got 11 laundromats, 9 storage units, 23 dry cleaners, and 3 hotels. See, I help my clients take a hotel, like in Texas, the Hyatt, we tore it apart a little bit, remodeled it, and there's basically $1,700 per month, and there's 110 units. Does that make money? See, the reality is these are things you got to think about. What you did, most of you, because you're 45 to 70 years old, you had a little bit of money, you kind of spent it, you kind of pissed it away. Then you're broke the next day. Kind of sucks. So if you're in a coaching program, I'm going to give you an opportunity. I'll teach you how to do this yourself, or an opportunity to play with me. Let me do it for you. We kind of partner up. We share some equity, have some fun. But I make millionaires and billionaires. I don't know if you want to play with me or not. That's basically my fun. Turning people who don't think they can do it, just to make sure I can prove they can do it too. So again, it's an ultimate goal. All right. So the thing is, now you take that tablet and pen and you turn it sideways. What do? We draw 2 diagrams. One on this side, one on this side. Okay? And this is what you have to understand how to play the game. Now, the next thing we're going to think about is in your city today. In your city today, your Bank of America, all your banks are shutting down locations. Like they put on Google last week that they're shutting down another 1,000 locations. So let's think and let's put our head and wrap around and understand how it works. Most people complain about rich and famous people not paying tax, and they said shut up because they provide jobs and kind of join them. So let's look at the bank. Bank of America, by the end of this year, over the last years, have shut down 8,000 locations. So you look at another bank. Okay, Chase, Wells Fargo, U.S. Bank. So now understand, in your head, I want you to think, their parent company bankrupts a location called a branch number. It is a branch, a separate tax ID. They bankrupt the hell out of it, which is a 100-year lease to take the assets and the money and walk away. They write it off on their taxes, so does the landlord. So what happens is everybody's getting a tax credit when things get screwed up. When you screw up, you bring the pain home to you and your family. Is that fair? The problem is you don't know how to play the game, and that's your biggest problem. I wrote Winning the Game of Business 48 years ago. You might just want to think a little bit and listen. A corporation is a legal person, which allows you to have 3 divisions of you. In other words, you had 3 chances to try, and 80% of you have shitty credit today, and you brought the damn pain home. I'm just going to tell you the truth. I'm kind of blunt and direct, but it's up to you. So let's write down 3 divisions of me, okay, which means you. Okay, got it so far? Now, as we look at through this, I want you to relate to banks. Then I want you to relate to Walmart, okay, Sam's Club, Geico, cities. So if we look around us and this is happening, why didn't you kind of dissect it and understand how it worked? There's your biggest problem. You were told by, I'm sorry, stupid people to do something stupid, and you followed stupid. That's just my opinion. When I was a kid, riding both hands, talking at the same time, all right, the reality is the school, all right, wanted me to basically pick a hand. And what happened is the woman, my family, you want to call it that, at the time, she came down to school and said, pick one. Reality is I said no. I mean, see, I could do things people couldn't do, and they wanted me to be, I was retarded. They said I was stupid and retarded because I ride both hands, talk at the same time, and I have total recall. Now, am I stupid or them stupid? But again, I told them no. All right, the reality is very simple. I wanted out of hell. I wanted to do things my way because I knew I was right and they were wrong. I look out these 2 big windows right here. The world is wrong, I'm right, period. Because I can get to millionaire status. And billionaire, I've already done that. So understand, as we play this game, I've basically coached and helped 50 million people. All right, and I've analyzed them all personally myself. So as we do this, understand, cities file bankruptcy. So let's wrap our head around it again. All right, a corporation, there's 50 states. The United States of America Incorporated, 50 states, corporations, and then cities are corporations again. So what happens is you understand how it works. The Supreme Court said a corporation is a legal person. I'm a person of flesh, bring the pain home like you, no thank you. Corporation doesn't feel pain, it writes everything off, just like I just proved to you now. So let's understand. You see, you're trying to figure out if I'm full of shit. You're trying to figure out, am I going to listen to him? I listen to Tony Baloney, I listen to blah, 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 and you got ripped off. Hey, you have a friend and a family member that rip you off, you allow that too. But what if I could change your life? So you're here for free. All right, I allow millions of people to play with me for free. All right, you're not giving me a damn thing. You're doing one thing, you're listening and learning. And I hope you understand, I don't get a paycheck for 34 years. I don't need one. I don't have to work. But my mission is to change the damn world. So stop bringing the pain home as your goal, number 1. Okay, let's see if I'm full of shit. Or I can get you off your assets and go get it. See, there's your problem. All right, you got to understand. See it, believe it, go get it. That's what works for me. Anything else is a bunch of BS. And I understand motivation is good for 5 minutes as far as I'm concerned. If you don't take the world by the you-know-what and become a certified CFO, personal business, you're never going to get there. You're who you are today because of your past. And you lost and you screwed up 50 times so far. But again, what can I say? I want you to learn to listen today and go forward. Let's reprogram your brain to millionaire status. In other words, as I always did, I looked behind the curtain. Always looked behind that damn curtain. Always wanting to make sure I understood it. I won't do something unless I understand it. You follow and do everything they tell you to. I was told to get an SSN. I was 14. We went down to the building, social administration. I got to get an SSN. They handed me a form. The form, I looked at it, I dissected. It says SS5, which you didn't pay attention to. You fill it out when you get out in that line as fast as you can have the damn line, you go to the next step. Your problem is you didn't realize the SS5 is for the SSN that creates a 1040 tax return. And some of you ding-dongs don't file taxes, which makes no sense, since an S corp can file tax and offset all taxes anyway, up to 3 to 5 million, which makes no sense. The lack of knowledge is our stupidity. So I want you to understand, when I was a little kid, about 12 and a half years old, I wrote down, see it, believe it, go get it. I learned to write down the word blueprint. Okay, I lived with this family. Okay, again, I always felt out of place and they knew it 100%. I just got used and abused and I thought it was a bunch of bullshit. Okay, and I never felt comfortable. I don't like being used and abused. But this woman, or this nice lady, she was the NASA certified engineer for Apollo 9, 11, 13. Okay, the reality is she did wires and harnesses and she was blueprinting. So in the back of my head, when I heard a corporation's a legal person, I went to the library, Torrance Police Department, next door is a library. I'm looking for a blueprint. Librarian, what does this mean? Corporation legal person. She was mean. It's like I'm wasting her time. I'm just a little kid. So she came back 5 minutes later, here's a microphone, it's a book. I read the book. Good for you. I mean, come on. Most of you are highly intelligent people. Most of you. Half of you are freaking lazy as hell, and you have a rerun every day. Oh, you don't like the truth, but it's the truth. The other half better go get it. Which half are you? When I wrote down see it, believe it, go get it, and I wrote down blueprint for success, I was 12 and a half years old when I wrote that down. So understand, you got a choice today, okay? I believe every one of you said, hey, if somebody could help me, if someone had to know what they're talking about, well, that's me. You see, I've helped 50 million people so far. I've been on radio and TV for 49 years. I'm not full of shit. I'll tell you the truth. Can you handle the truth? Do you want to have millionaire status? It's a yes or no. Do you want millionaire status? You've been trying all your life. Goody for you. Got a little money, pissed it away. Now you're broke the next day. Come on. It's time you man up, woman up. But that's up to you. See, not everybody likes me. But hell, not everybody likes you. Put up with it. So if the answer is yes, go through this whole presentation for the next hour. You're stuck with me. If not, go away, come back in 45 minutes. Simple. In 45 minutes, we'll go through some analyzations. So the goal is, do you want to listen and learn? Do you have your tablet and pen in front of you? Okay, but it's going to be up to you. I can take anybody to a million to billion. Okay. Now, this family I lived with when I was a kid, he said he picked up the wrong baby. This is a turd. Okay. I got born in a friggin' taxi. Oh, you're the wrong one. We got to take you back. This is the shit this guy used to say to me all the time. And it's like, are you freaking kidding me? But again, that's just the BS. Okay. But I wanted out of hell. All right. You ever been in hell? So understand for me, this is one of the mansions I obtained. Guest house, almost 5,000 square feet, 3 stories. I brought in millions and billions. Is it time for you to pay attention? Let's find out. It'll be up to you. Next, I want you to take a picture of this page. See, here's the problem. I want to file bankruptcy. No. I want to do debt consolidation. No. They're both crap. Bankruptcy is under the Federal Protection Act. Yes, you can bankrupt your debts, Chapter 7, straight 7. It stays on your credit for 10 years unless you know how to seal and remove it. Chapter 13 is a payment plan for 3 to 5 years. No problem. Debt consolidation is a piece of crap nowadays. It's not like consumer credit counseling. That was my company years ago under nonprofit. So let's say you're all jacked up. Everything's all screwed up. What are you going to do? You take a picture here. Under a corporation with even shitty credit, we can get supply credit and turn it into cash. Supply turned to cash. So let's understand, this could help you getting $50,000 to balance your debt, solve a problem. See, I don't believe you should not pay your creditor. I think if you don't pay them, you're a damn crook. Okay, that's just my opinion. Now, if you got a collection account, let's understand there's 5 ways to kill a debt. 5 ways to kill a debt, from negotiation, charge out whatever needs to be done, or kill it and have a fun and get past go. because it's not easy. Next, if you got an IRS problem, we got to be honest. The IRS is in control of SSN and SS4. That's how it works. So there's a solution for that too. The IRS has a form called 656, 433A and B. It's a way you can solve a problem. I believe in people rebuilding themselves because I've had to do it for myself as well. So, but again, it's going to be up to you. So let's understand, let's go back in time a little bit. In 1987, all the way through 1990, I'm training Ken Yarborough. He is security chief at Tier W that became Experian. Okay, let's understand that. I invented a process that I showed him. It became rule and tool. When I sued Credit Karma during the pandemic, it's because they kept saying their debt to ratio should be 42%. That was so ass backward, it's ridiculous. Now understand my rules and tools. When I created 25, 29% rule, it's for the world. Let's remember, your credit cards all fluctuate. Can we write that down? They all fluctuate. That means but two. That means if you jack it up past 29%, your score drops, you get stuck, you can't get any more. You brought the pain home to you and your family. I call that silly and dumb, to be honest with you. These two cards do not fluctuate at all. So they're unlimited, all right, literally paid over time limit as well. So if I take and manage these, have my sticky in the back, always put a sticky to dummy proof it. The card's worth $10,000, okay, I can use $2,900. That's it. If I take this and put these in front of it, I can maintain a 750 score. I know you see things on TikTok, YouTube, and all right, and all the Google stuff. I'm sorry, I like to challenge all those people. I think they're all idiots, to be honest with you. Okay, a lot of blah, blah, blah. This young kid with his stupid hat backwards and all that shit. I've been doing this 48 years. I know what the hell I'm doing. I help set up the system. Okay, let's understand. You right now, you're going to work your tail off. You're not going to be lazy. You're going to understand your credit. We're going to make sure you understand 29% rule. Oh, I had an emergency. Who cares? I lost my, I stop. Stop the crap. These don't fluctuate. Those are the cards you use during that time. If you have shitty credit, you jacked up the wrong damn card. That's your own damn fault. Blame yourself. Look in the mirror. Take a mirror and look at it and say, I screwed up. Okay, that's called man up, woman up. We, the people, every one of you, when I fight and work my tail off for you, if you like, get you 750, guide you every step of the way, my process and my team will help you. Now, when you're at 750, you're going to master rules and tools, and you're not going to go below. Got it so far? Because you have played the up and down show 50 times in your life, and it's ridiculous. TRW, Thomas, Ramo, and Woolridge made bicycle parts, El Segundo, California. I trained Yarborough. He's security chief, no problem. Very simple, and hired him as well, and wrote him checks on a weekly basis. Because I can prove my shit, and I can tell you the truth. I thought it stood for the report's wrong, because it was always wrong. But again, what happens? In 96, it becomes Experian. When I designed this, it was good, fair, hell no. Simple. I want you to get it in your head. You have screwed up in your life with credit up and down like you yo-yo, most of you all the time. And we're going to get you past go so you can knock it off and maintain 750 and be on top of the goal, on top of the dream. Next, today, let's write it down. I'm going to give you a list, and I expect you to do what I tell you to do. Go to Credit Karma, because on my new dashboards are going to kick their assets. Okay, we're going to have a 24-hour call center to help people. Not just, no phone number at all. Credit Karma is like ridiculous. We're going to show them the truth, so they'll learn to set it free. Next, you're going to go to Experian.com or TransUnion Equifax. You're going to remove all your old addresses. You're going to remove all your employment record, period, that you're currently employed. That's it. You're going to remove all phone numbers. Phone numbers are how they connect the dots, okay? If you need to help rebuild your credit, disconnect the friggin' dots, because then you can get past go. It's up to you. So let's look at you right now. I believe you're not happy 100%. I believe you want to get that stress off your shoulders and off your backs. I believe you're not where you want to be. I believe it's your own fault. You're responsible. You followed stupid. You did stupid, in my opinion. Don't ever take it to offense. That's just what I feel. So if we look at this correctly today, almost every one of you, waste $50 every other day. I watch the people in this office go get some breakfast or lunch or whatever. They spend $30 a day on crap food. They eat so bad it's ridiculous. Okay, they all should bring their food and be on a friggin' diet, in my opinion. But again, it's the way it is. So if we spend $50 every other day, that means you piss it away, and that's about $700 a month. Listen carefully. For the average person, because you're not winning lottery and getting a raise, the average person wasting $700 a month, I can spend $50,000 on a corporate credit card. I can write off the interest rate in the credit card. Under the corporation, it's a legal person. All right, and I can get a payment of about $500 a month. So if I use my brain, I could use corporate cash credit to finance the business. Okay, write it all off and get to the American dream of millionaire status. Getting to millionaire is the hardest thing you ever do. From 1 to 5 is easy. The first one will kill you sometimes. This is cash credit. Problem, I'll give you a solution every time. We must plan the problem, because what happens is we're going to get our assets kicked. Every one of us have oh shit days. We got people against us. We got friends and family want to knock us down. The reality is it's what it is. You just got to tell yourself the truth. Now, let's go to irs.gov. Write it down. I want you to do exactly what I tell you to do, because I want to clone me that I came to million to billion into you. Would that be okay? irs.gov. Number one, you're going to set up an IRS account to watch your tax returns. Next, you're going to get 2 forms, SS4, write it down. Then you're going to get a 1244, write it down again, okay? I want you set up for the foundation to millionaire. And this is what I try to get everybody to do, to listen and learn. And that's the goal. Next, write down 4506T and 4506C. One of the creditors is going to send you this form. I need you to be prepared. Okay, you see, you realize something. There's something called a CPN, Consumer Private Number. That's for witness protection. Okay, and that is basically, all right, for government people. It's not for people to rip off their creditors and get another file. Ken Yarbrough and I wrote a book on file segregation. I did not like it after we were done. I didn't like his little tricks. I thought it was just a blowhard anyway. So again, all right, I set up division process because it's legit, filed, published, and the IRS gives you a tax ID. It makes sense. Now, we're going to focus right here on Chapter 18. This is what I heard as a little kid. A corporation's a legal person. Let me circle it. Library again, looking for a blueprint. No problem. What happens next is I'm just 7.5 years old. And that was just me trying to figure it out. I wanted out of hell. Because when you're raised with all this abuse and bullshit and no one who gives a damn about you, all right, what do? You want to get out of hell. Okay, and that's what I wanted to do. Now let's understand. It says may sue or be sued. May what? Sue or be sued. So a corporation's a legal person, Supreme Court, so they can receive money, SS4, and not be taxable until they're profitable. Got it? That's how they're connecting the dots. No problem here. Okay, as a little kid, all right, we send $10 away, and I'll say we because it was all me, but the reality is someone else took all the credit because they always stole everything I did anyway. All right, so the difference is understand. $10. You have $10 today? How about 30? How about 100? You see, back then nonprofit was $10. Profit was 25. Okay, if you have $30 today in California or any state, usually you can get a brand new corporation. That's nonprofit. A profit's about $100. Now, I've had attorneys put me down and write shit online about me that hate me because I give corporations for free and they sell them for $5,000. But you don't learn diddly squat. And then they make you pay the filing fee. How stupid can people be? It's free. You pay filing fee and then they charge you $5,000 for what? I don't understand, stupid. Well, that's just what happens. So Helping Hand was one of the first corporations we started. Helping Hand. Okay, I got named in the movie Dave. And what happened when I was a little kid doing corporations, just so you know what happens, I got $100,000 of credit cards in the mail. We got this stuff in the mail without trying because they sent cards to people and corporations because corps and people are legal people. So that's what happened. Okay, it's kind of fun. Next, one of the things we did on this program we worked on, I'll say we again, all right, the difference is I'm putting stickers and we're building these little boxes. All right, we're basically setting up a program to teach the art of Braille. Now, I didn't understand that the word Braille belonged to the Braille Institution. All right, we got named in a lawsuit. Sucks. So the Braille Institution, I here realized one thing. So if we do something, no matter what we do, if we're sued, we're screwed. All right, so we had to understand how to master trade name, trademarks, and copyrights. So this is why you have to understand. If we're seriously not going to bring the pain home, we have to master the rules and tools. Now, the biggest lie you've been told about a corporation. Okay, let's understand. All right, you got an LLC. Oh, goody for you. You call my call center, or one of them, and you go, I got an LLC, I don't have a corporation. That makes you sound stupid. An LLC is a corporation. So let's understand something. It's like if you don't do the BOI because they want you to register who you are. So let's understand in a corporation. The moment, okay, you sign for a car, house, all right, lease, or credit card, you pierced your veil. You pierced your own veil. See, the thing is the corporation was designed to receive money, but it makes you guarantee everything for the corporation. So if you have an old shit day, they come after you. So we got to understand, how do we prevent that? Okay, how do we prevent yourself, and all of you have a corp if you do, look it on Secretary of State's website. Your corp's there, so is your name, also is, and you're on the bank. When they sue it, they have to sue you. You're the duck and the sheep. That's how it works. Now, in 85 and 86, I did not want to pay franchise tax fee for every business I did. From the Subways to the Shakey's Pizza to the martial arts store that's still on Beach Boulevard that I set up 40 years ago. All right, literally the mobile home park behind that as well. All these things that I'm doing, all right, they wanted franchise tax fee for every corp. I wanted to set up something so I didn't have to pay it. And I found that basically I can modify a form and they could approve it. So again, I created something called division process. So let's write down division process. Okay, and basically then it went all 50 states as well. So you should replace you, all right, as a division and name the division after you personally. This will allow you to use the division of you, division of me, to guarantee something, and it's not really you. A corporation's a what again? Legal person. What is the division? Legal person. So you could learn, if you want, that a division of you could save your ass, Eds, and you can make sure you never bring the pain home. Now, here's my problem. Here's your problem too. We're getting older, slower. We're not as pretty as used to be. We're running out of time. That's how it works. Okay, sorry, it just is. But what happens is on a corporation and a division, if I go to the bank right now and I want a line of credit, they want the corporation or division to be 2 years old. So in the next 25 days, if we don't set up all the corporations we want and all the divisions, next year they won't be on their second calendar year. So if you wait, you're going to kind of screw up. You're going to miss your opportunity, but that's up to you. All right, we literally have 25 days left. Now, let's look at the federal government. They have grant money, okay? I'm always trying to convince people because our first corporations were nonprofit, okay? Get nonprofit and profit working in conjunction because that's what they do, like in the Goodwill. So let's understand right now. Next year, all right, you can go to the portals this year as well. Corporations should be 2 years, so it should be the divisions. And what happens is they have about 10 billion they're going to basically give away come January. And on top of that, Hertz Rent-A-Car, Enterprise, all these car dealerships, especially out in Canada and stuff, they're donating cars because they're all going to electric. So we could get vans and do Transportation Act. So if you do this, understand nonprofit being filed in 2024 will get you grant money starting January. Do you want some money or not? It can help sponsor what you're trying to do. But again, it has to be filed now. But it's up to you. Getting the federal exemption, that's, write it down, is for public benefit. It's a 501c3. Write that down. So let's say you're going to want me to do your articles for you. I will. Okay, officers list, tax ID. I want to put 3 divisions to the nonprofit. I want to set up the experience treasury and Equifax credit reports and add a bunch of history to it because it's allowed credit as well. Each division can. I want to put you in the nonprofit workshop. See, the 501c3 exemption, they charge up to $15,000. That's out there in the public, attorney, CPA, whatever. I'd like to give you the way to do it yourself so you can save $15,000. So we normally charge about $2,500. If you want me to do it, all right, today through this process, I will do it for $1,999. So you get to save about $500. And then you get to go to the nonprofit workshop. Each workshop, each class that I teach, we charge $500, especially for specialty per class, or 90 days for level 1, 2, and 3. So when you get to the nonprofit, which is part of that package there, all right, what's going to happen is I'm going to show you how to get the 501c3 exemption. All right, you can save yourself $15,000. But again, that's up to you as well. We rotate these specialty classes every 8 weeks. Now, I believe the lack of knowledge is why people do stupid things. I don't think people are stupid. I think half the people in this world are just freaking lazy, and they're habit forming, and they just do the same crap. But again, the other half need to go get it. It depends on if that's what you like to do for you. I'm going to look at Plan A. As a little kid, I always told myself I'm one of the few, not one of the many. I don't want Plan B. That's for losers who settle. Once again, you have to be a certified CFO personally and for your business. You have no choice. Understand how to get there and buy Lamborghinis, Ferraris, whatever to offset taxes, but it's up to you. Now, I'm online 6 days a week. For 40 plus years, online or in person, you can get stuck with me in free classes as well. Okay, but it's up to you. I accomplish all my goals. I have everything I ever wanted. If I wanted to just go get it. That's how it works. So you can actually get hold of me all the time. All right, I am the founder of the organization. And I like goodies that I obtain all the time in mansions and basically UDocs and just more fun stuff. So again, get to know Ray Reynolds, which is me, Godfather Credit, and raisecredit.com, because I'm going to get to know you if you allow me to. The next thing we have to understand is as we play this game, we want to win. The ultimate goal is winning the game of business, which again, of course, it's going to spin right now. It's got a mind of its own. So let's understand. We have to understand today. You are who you are today from past. We look at present, we build future. I would like to rebuild you like Humpty Dumpty. That's my opinion. Okay. I would like to have you on the phone with your partner of life or in a Zoom meeting for an hour. I would like to blueprint you, which I learned as a little kid. Thanks for she taught blueprinting. That's the word she used all the time. And that was nice. Past, present, and future. Good, bad, ugly. You have a tax lien, you have bankruptcy. You mess up American Express or Chase. You need to know these things. From here, family. I don't believe I had a family as a kid. It was all bullshit as far as I'm concerned. Okay, that's just my opinion. It's how I feel. Because when you use and abuse, it sucks. Corporation, divisions. From there, irrevocable trust. Car should be a division. House should be bought through the trust. And auto income. That's what I created, auto income. I never called it passive income or residual income. I didn't know any better. I just wanted money coming in automatically. When I wrote on page 6, paragraph 3, a long time ago in my series, 48 years ago, winning the game of business, cash flow for your time, financial freedom. Now, someone else later on tried to use that as well. Okay, that's the way life works. All right, always someone who's copying your stuff. Blueprint, I like you and your partner on the phone to give me an hour, but that's up to you. From there, in coaching programs. All right, I started doing coaching again last October, again this year. It's been fun. Getting people to the $1 million dream is always good. I went through a little setback in my life in 2009 in a coma, and someone stole all my stuff. Kind of sucks, but I had to rebuild it again. So if you join my coaching, understand, if you're in my coaching right now, that's great. If you need to extend, because next year it's different. See, my coaching is only good for the people in it now, or extend the time, or get in it today. As of today, if you get into coaching afterwards, you will be with my junior and my senior coaches. Okay, because I'm freed up my time for my TV show for next year. That's how it works. I'm going to continue the ones I'm coaching, but new ones, junior and senior. If you're not doing it today, if that's because you wasted, or you thought you can do it anytime you want to. So let's understand. I like boring and steady. So let's write down boring and steady. Now I've written books on all these things right here, and I'd like you to basically take a picture. This is what I've done all my life. I remember again, Dr. Robert Soltis, LA School Board, him and I, ex-father-in-law, were buying storage units when I was 19. I like that. My laundromats, my dry cleaning, my payphones, all these pieces. Okay, and that's the ultimate goal. These are basically businesses that are run by a third party. You're an investor. So today, I'd like you to take time to have somebody drive you around your busy street where you live. I don't want you to drive the car, because I want you to focus on everything around you. Ask yourself a question. Why don't you own these things? See, there's the problem. Everything on the street you see when you drive by that Wendy's storage unit gas station, you see them all day long. Why the blank don't you own these things? Every one of those are under a division process. That's what I did. That's what I believe you should do. Your choice. I told you earlier, take a picture. This is what I have an inventory right now that I'm looking for people to assign it to, my people in coaching. All right, based on what they want to do. Car washes, apartment complex, buildings, laundromats, dry storage units, dry cleaning, hotels. Taking a hotel, converting it to units for military, homeless, whatever, and they get vouchers of $1,700 a month per unit. So this is for serious people who want something turnkey. In other words, for the money you pissed away, you could have got to millionaire status with me and let me do all the work for you. You didn't do that. And in coaching, you get invited to these things. Again, it's a choice. As we look at this, let's take some of my clients from the past. Glenn here, his wife left him. He lost his job. Okay, he's going boo-hoo-hoo. I said, knock it off, man up. There's a better woman for you. Rebuild a business, $1 million company, brand new house, brand new truck. He was living in his Pinto car. He tells his story for 3 years. Sucks. All right, we look at people, because I worked for Biscaloo Center, helping them for years, people coming out of prison. So this is Freeway Ricky Dicky Ross. He was in prison for 20 years. I got him $3 million in corporate credit. From there, Thomas was in prison for 26 years, and I rebuilt his life for brand new dump trucks, $5 million business in 6 months. But he did what he was told to do. We got Michael, God rest his soul. We have basically Arnold. We got presidents. We have, all right, Costner. All right, from there, we have Giovanni for Pixar. College professor donates a book and actually dedicates it to me. From there, we have Superman for Gold's Gym. We have Kirk and Bain, God rest his soul. And her, I got her $1 million too, for her videos are out there on the internet as well. So let's understand, no matter where someone comes from a walk of life, all right, I've been incorporating repackaging people. Lakers, Clippers, Dodgers, Angels, no matter what. What I believe most people do is they basically sit down at the kitchen table and say, honey, we're going to start a business, your friends and family. And the first thing you do is you jack them up, the cards, you get stuck, you can't get any more, you backed yourself in a corner, you hawked your house, brought the pain to you and your wife or your husband, and you screwed it all up. That's what you did. 90% of businesses fail because they're lack of knowledge and the stupidity, they don't know how to play the game to win. I always turn it into a game, because when we play a game, we want to win. That is the goal. So understand today it's rules and tools to never bring the pain home. So let's think. I would like you to understand, personally, I want to get you $100,000 of credit. I want to get you personally $100,000 of credit. This is a $50,000 venture card, $50,000. I'd like to get you $100,000. I'd like to get you 10 cards, $10,000 each. I'd like you to use 29% rule. I'd like you to understand to give you $71,000 of credit. case you have an oh shit day. And then these don't fluctuate. You jacked up the round damn card if you have shitty credit. That's on you. But no one told me, hey, no one told me. I had to create things. It's time to get off your assets. On the other hand, I'd like to get you $1 million of corporate credit. Why? Because it's all the write-up. It's free friggin' money. All right? 10 cards, that's it, that are out there that are worth a darn. And I can take those 10 cards and create you $10 million of credit with a corporation and 9 divisions. Let's understand what I'd like to do if you allow me to. Rebuild you, no problem. Then I go after the green spark card, 100,000 unlimited. Then the 2 sisters of green, 30,000 each. Let's say that's 160. That 160, I'd like to duplicate it through every division. Listen to my words. All right, we were born, we have a birth date. A corporation's filed, it's its birth date. A corporation's division under the umbrella, legal person, it's its birth date. So again, corporations and divisions don't have to be 2 years. We have to be 18 and above. So that 9 entities with that credit could be up to $1 million. We go to B of A, Wells Fargo, Inc., and Gold Card. These are only 5 of the 10 I like. At that point, I'd say let's go to the banks. By that time, that bank account, we've been working with it, and we're verifiable. If we have a 2-year corporate, 2-year divisions, or both, you can get up to 150,000 of credit. It's called checkbook money, all right, with basically no tax returns. Again, we can line you up for that if you like it. That would become up to $5.4 million of cash credit. Borrow money is not taxable, so therefore we're using this borrow money to grow a business. That offsets taxes. Divisions allow us to create a business plan and project up to $1 million in sales. Again, that's what divisions allow us to do. We create a business plan. The $1 million maker can be you. As an affiliate that I am, what do we get to do? All right, let me show you exactly what can happen to you. Within 3 to 4 months, or probably less, we can take literally today the American Express Platinum card. Let's say, because my dashboard allows me to get you personal and business simultaneously. Would you like 5 employee cards? Would you like division cards? Again, how to daisy chain credit, which I invented the word process of daisy chain of credit. So there is the American Express, all right, Platinum. Then we do the gold the same way. Again, let's understand here this dashboard. About 16 years ago, I kept pushing for business applications to show literally divisions, and we actually got them out there. Now, because of coma and all kinds of stuff in my life, all right, it's now to get people caught up in what you could actually do. So the division is on all the business applications. So if we did this correctly, here's American Express. They send an email all the time. Would you like 99 cards? That's a authorized user or division card. Would you like 99? That's up to 100 million. That's a little too much. Now, here's American Express. They charge a fee for platinum card, I understand. The points will pay that 3 times. The gold, usually no interest, up to 15 months. There's a little fee on that too. I position if you want basically personal business or all 4 at the same time. If I do them for you, I line them up off my history and I build it for you, but I charge $1,000 per card. Okay, because I got to build it up and away. If you wanted all 4, I would charge you $19.98, and then we'd get all 4 for you. Again, up to you, using my history and the dashboards that I create for you. As we do this, that's in a webinar opportunity. The office doesn't even sell that. Okay, it'd have to be done through the webinar with me. Now, let's say you're going to get very aggressive. Okay, every card, again, under the Fair Lending Act, can get 99 more cards. What if we just took the gold card, unlimited up to $100,000 each, okay, and we have the corporate card and 9 divisions. Now, one card equal to $1 million. Each division should be known as a bucket of money. Each division should have a P&L statement, and that gives you the money to finance the business or another location. As I help my clients get all kinds of things in franchises. These people got basically 10. I call it a pack of 10. Okay, why? Corporation and 9 more is 10. That's how it works. So if you want a pack of 10, all right, I always charge $1,000 per card, which is 10 grand. Okay, very simple as I build it up for you and I do all the work for you. Okay, if you did it today, the discount is you save about $2,000. It is $79.99 if it was done today. Again, let's take a picture here to understand. All right, I believe in Zelle. Why? It's very simple. The banks bought Zelle July 6, 2022. It's one of the reasons they shut down more locations. Zelle is nice. Ray at raisecredit.com pops up Raise Credit. Recipient Ray Reynolds. Okay, goes into the corporate account. There's always bank wire transfer or deposits too. Now, let's understand. My goal isn't today. It's going to work with you today and the next 90 days if you let me, if not 6 months to a year. I want to build you to millionaire status. You're stuck with me 100%. Okay? No matter how many clients I deal with, every client. All right, luckily I remember almost all of them anyway. So understand the line of credit to you could be a division of you as well. All right, there's a line of credit. The bank, or which is basically American Express, they will give the corporation a blueprint loan for $250,000. Now, the next thing is we're going to do is understand leveraging of money, because we're going to look at the banks for business accounts. They have CDs, and I want you to write down reference 3 times 5. Reference 3 times 5 creates up to about $4 million of credit, and borrow money is not taxable. You see, if you have enough credit, you can finance the business. You don't run out of money. And that's the ultimate goal, not to run out of money. And that's what you got to think about. Next, as we play this game, all right, the reference of 3, all right, like I did for one of my clients, he's a pastor of a church in Los Angeles, mega church. I got him $100,000 at U.S. Bank, $75,000 in the account, CD, line of credit. That became a reference of 225. The next loan from the bank was 1.125. Over $1 million, and you bought 2 apartment complexes, leveraging the money. From there, we can start with $1,000 to $75,000. What should your goal be today? Let's understand, you're not winning the lottery. You're not getting a raise. I don't believe you are. If we take borrow money, it's about $3 million right here, and we buy the lifetime income. Okay, in other words, we take the corporate credit, cash credit, line of credit, and we buy the lifetime income. The lifetime income should be basically real estate, storage units, laundromats, dry clean, Wendy's restaurants, whatever. It should be a franchise run by third party. You never see the owner at Taco Bell or Wendy's running the restaurant. It's a management company. So again, clients, what they do within 3 to 6 months. Here we have a client that did everything I told him to do. But again, what do we got? Within that time frame, they're up to $96,000 a month. I believe your goal should be $100,000 a month of income to the corporation, which makes it $1.2 million at the end of the year. It's not a lot anyway. So we have that process. I can get you there. From there, if you need $100,000 of credit, listen very carefully. The office builds that for people or corps all the time. And what happens is, it's simple. It is 10%, about 10 grand. All right. There's a discount because we have Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and all the blah, blah, blah. So we give a discount. It is $4,999. That can be for you or the corporation. Or do you want both? Let us know. Next, $50,000 of credit. It's always what's affordable to you. What most people do is we build credit for them, personal business and corporations, and they take a percentage of the new credit and they buy more and more coaching and more what? Lines of credit. So in other words, they finance me of everything I built them in the first place. So the reality is, by the end of the day, it doesn't cost them anything out of their pocket once they get started. So if you wanted $50,000 to $5 grand, it's $29.99. If you wanted basically $25,000, all right, instead of $2,500, it is $14.99 today. These are discounts because of all the holiday stuff. Again, it's a Zelle payment. Now, look what we do next. If you need to call the office today, okay, you have specialists that will talk to you right away, 800-254-9506. Remember, the merchants, all right, that we charge cards on, they charge us 5% to use the card. So we're going to basically make you pay the extra 5%. Zelles don't cost anything. So if I add you to my credit system, that's my goal. All right, that's just one of the mansions I obtained, and got mansions in all 5 islands in Huntington Harbor anyway. What do we get to do? All right, it's how we brought in millions and billions. Now, next year, I have a TV show coming up. Now, I've been on national radio, all right, for 40 plus years, nationwide anyway. So the Reynolds University was my dream. I set it all up. All right, 22,000 square foot building, Irvine Spectrum, One Technology Drive. And then in 2009, we took one of my yachts in the backyard. I had 3 at the time to watch the fireworks, and somebody had a virus and gave it to me. I got to go in a damn coma. From here, if you want classes of level 1, 2, and 3, and especially next year, every 90 days, it'll cost you literally about $3,600. If you wanted a discount because of holidays, it is $19.99 today. That way you're stuck with me in level 1, 2, and specialty all the time. The specialty alone would have cost you $4,000. There's a zell. Now, when I sold the Millionaires Founders Kit, I was at the Bonavitch for 32 years. Every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Okay, I sold it for $5,000 a set. This is the system of blueprinting from A to Z, 100% to build $1 million company. And that's what it's for. From there at the office, you can call them today and you can get it at a discount for $1,000. Okay, so they're going to save some money for that. But again, if you did it during a webinar with me, it's always half price, $4.99. If you want the real estate system, financial system that does millions and billions and buckets of money, the office is going to sell it to you literally, all right, and get a discount on that because they also for $10,000 of $19.99. If you did it during a webinar, it is $9.99. Once again, it is a zell. Now, I like goodies. Here's my biggest problem I had was the loan to value problem. They kept kicking my assets about it. When I started doing everything under divisions, I got rid of my loan to value problem. It never happened again. These are just goodies I obtained. So let's understand. You can get the American dream. I'll hold your hand. All right. I will analyze you, and you get to hear analyzations today. I'm the only one who does this in every class. You're stuck with me. You could actually obtain a 750 within about 90 working days, but you'd have to do what you're asked to do. There's the problem. We got to get you to follow through. So these are on Friday or Saturday, or you can go to both. Again, hear it again and again. I'm going to guarantee what I say 100% in writing. Now, not everybody likes me. Nobody likes you. All right, I've had a handful of turds, all right, that give me crap all the time. See, what happens is I do a rapid rescore for you, and I pay it out of my pocket for you. If you screw up the 2 rules, there's only 2. That means if you apply for credit and crash your rapid rescore or jack up all your damn cards, you violated the rules. I tell you right up front, you sign the agreement to make sure you don't do these things. If you do, I will charge you a fee for the next rapid. Is that not fair? So that handful of turds giving me crap out there in the past is because they screwed up. See, I'd help the devil if he stood next to me today. Again, in other words, don't screw up so you don't have to pay a violation fee and get another rapid rescore. Now, I'd like you to write down today's date and project 90 working days. In 90 days, I'm going to prove how I can change your life 100% in 90 days. You've tried your whole lifetime. So understand. Now, I pray and I hope my story helps you a little bit. I used to not tell people what happened in goodies and things. I just show you the goodies. So I hope and I pray my fighting through the pain helps you a little bit. I think I'm one of God's examples, but that's just my opinion. There I am in that coma. Kind of sucks. What am I going to do? Now, I'm laying in a coma after taking one of the 3 yachts in the backyard out. All right, my tax attorney tricks my wife to sign a POA. All right, the nurse came and asked my wife, is he a donor? In other words, they didn't see the pink dot on my driver's license. All right, I was given a choice to stay in peace or go back. The moment I said go back, the machine went beepity beep, and the lady, which is the nurse, dropped her clipboard. So in other words, there's no excuses for anybody. Very simple. If I can get there, so can you. Now, I had to move 24 times by the time I'm 11 and a half years old. It sucked with a lot of abuse and a lot of bullshit. Because we had to fight through the pain. and no one that I lived with gave a shit about me at all. Okay, I was even told that I was a piece of shit. All right, it's from that son of a biscuit called Carl. I was a piece of shit. What a thing to tell somebody. Okay, I've been shot, I've been knifed. So I don't have excuses. And if you have excuses, get rid of them. Because at the end of the day, does anybody really care? So me, I've been in 2 comas, 5.5 years old. Use my face as the brake. Sucks. All right, from there, they're working on me. I don't know what happened in 2009. I got to die in a coma and come back. So here's the old shit day for me 15 years ago. All right, one of my clients said, stay away from boats and fireworks. Okay, no shit, Sherlock. So I like God's gift. Okay, it's very simple. From there, I like the race boats and the yachts in the backyard. Okay, simple. The Duffy was to take the wife to Captain Jack's every Friday and Saturday for steak and lobster. It takes money to get honey. The big building, the Lamborghini. More Lamborghinis, and this is what I need you to do. My goal is to repackage you. If I can get you to turn these up and listen. Please write down driver's license, insurance, registration. I'd like you to write that down now, please. Again, everything I want to do is rules and tools, and I want to rebuild you my way for a while. You had your chance, and I think your way sucks. Again, driver's license, insurance, registration. You get pulled over by a police officer. Under the Privacy Act, you should use P.O. Box. You get in a bumpity bump, somebody bumps your car. You're actually giving a stranger where you live. I mean, that's called the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. P.O. Box, mailing address, please. Pay attention, please. Now, the goodies, so I wanted to get you to. That's the ultimate goal. So there I am, 1981. Here's Carl over here and Carrie over here. Okay, lucky I didn't, I had to get him out of my way. I hit my head that night. Damn. All right, that's only 13 feet. See, if you can touch it, you can kick it. My ass is higher than 6-foot locker. Guinness Book of Records. Guinness, say right. Sometimes my brain works too fast. The Guinness Book of Records guy walks in the room and says, "Where's the wires?" He pissed me off. Sorry, he pissed me off. I kicked out the lights. They're only 13 feet. Now, I don't know why people can't do what I do. I just got to do it. Okay, that's how it worked. So again, you can reach your goals, but you have to follow through. Now, after coma and doing more research, okay, even a little bit before coma, Richard Bishop, I got to meet him. All right, guess what? He's my grandfather. Wow. He didn't give a shit either. But he won the Olympics in 1932 for gymnastics in Los Angeles. Coach Bishop, they made a movie after him. Maybe that's why I can jump so high. I don't know. But again, doesn't he look like Al Capone anyway? So what is our goal? The word no does not mean no. See, when you heard the word no sometimes, you didn't agree with it, but you accepted it. You should have dissected it. So let's understand. We're going to plan the problem, because we're going to have old shit days all our life. We're living in hell. You're going to look at Credit Karma, who bought basically Intuit bottom on December 3rd, 2020. My new dashboards and 24-hour call center is going to help give them competition, kind of replace them, because they don't really help people, all right, in my opinion. So again, you're going to get a Credit Karma. Now, LifeLock, I tell you to be careful. They advertise a lot on radio and TV. They've been indicted 6 times. Their last indictment's $100 million. Please be careful. Next, we have to look at the word credit repair. You see, the word repair means it's broken. It's not broken, all right, repair. No. You have to rebuild what you screwed up. Now, I don't have a magic wand. Mine's broken. Okay, I know you see a lot of BS on TikTok, Google, and YouTube. That's fine. Do what you want to do based on it. I would tell you flat out, the Federal Trade Commission says no one can collect money up front. Okay, we do our credit repair. No, we do credit rebuilding process out of every client we build corporations and credit for as a free service. Because the reality is, we want to help them build a future. See, if you rebuild your credit today or credit repair, you're going to make the same stupid mistake you made before because you didn't know the rules and tools. You screwed this up 50 times so far. So if we take and pay attention now and we rebuild it, we get to stay there. So I'd like you to write down section, the word section, all right, 611. I want you to Google that. I want you to realize that the credit repair cloud, all right, who got indicted by the CFPB, Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, $3 million fine, probably going to jail like that guy with the chipmunk face on TikTok. He's next. Okay, all the blah, blah, blah. Get in the credit repair business. To understand someone's credit, you have to understand what you're actually doing. I've been helping people for 48 years. I helped set up with Yarborough. If you got a collection account, understand if it's not charged off, you're going to have to basically man up, woman up, probably negotiate a debt or two. Next, what we get to do is understand planning the problem. I'd like you to write down safety credit. I'd like you to have a line of defense. See, this way you can plan the problem. I'd like you to understand all dashboards, finally, that I set up basically in 87, now say what they're supposed to say. 0 to 29 is green. They all say below 30. 0 to 29 is green. 30 is yellow, 50 is red. What did I tell you? Every card you have needs a sticky. You have to dummy proof this. And that's what you have to understand. You did not know the rules and tools. My new system called the Raise Credit Kit, we're working on that in a website to be able to have every kid in high school, when they hit 18, to download a book. I'm giving them rules and tools. I'm going to set up the Experian, Treasure, and Equifax for free and get them their first credit card for free. I want to make sure the next generation doesn't screw up like you did, because you were guessing, okay? You're still guessing today. So again, we're going to do that and change the next generation. The goal is to never bring the pain home. All right, become a certified CFO. So let's understand, all cards but two fluctuate, which means they go up and down based on utilization. Got it? The two that do not fluctuate are the gold and platinum card. You have two ways. It's unlimited, all right, up to $1 million, and it has a paid overtime limit as well. Those are the cards you would jack up in case you lost your job or have an emergency. As long as you maintain the payment, your score stays at 750. In other words, you jacked up the wrong damn card. That's on you. As we play by Ray's rules and tools, all right, that's what we do. We got to learn to play the game to win. $1 million building, that's $100 million building, $1 million Lamborghini, $5 million mansion, race boats, $1 million bucks. So in other words, getting the goodies. You today, if you let me analyze your credit, I'm going to personally do it. We're going to do a rapid refresh that I pay for you. I'm going to take your 510 and make you 757. That's what I did. From here, they have a 651. No green lights, no possibilities. Rapid score pushes it up, creates green lights. We build them $1 million of credit. From there, a nice couple. They went to a bankruptcy attorney just to ask a question. He sold them a bankruptcy they did not need. So the reality is, it's like, come on. So during their bankruptcy, all right, I rebuilt them, started to do that. Now understand something. Bankruptcy is public record, Federal Protection Act. This person should have sealed the record before they filed it or did after the fact. You see, there's a company called Statewide that reports to the bureaus that puts this there anyway. The credit system is not tied into the courts. That's BS. So when a credit bureau says they verified, they're full of shit, and you should sue them in court and kick their ass. Now, you got 3 ding-dongs on TikTok say, you need a secure credit card. My dashboard just right there approved it. Unsecured, $500, even during the bankruptcy. If you ever need secured, it's an Open Sky card. That's it. Write down opensky.com. Why? There's no inquiry. These 3 ding-dongs on TikTok are, let's get a capital 1. That's an inquiry. That's bringing your score down, not up. Isn't that the opposite of what they're saying? They're just double talking. So again, what do we look at? Nice couple. Everything's screwed up in their credit file. All right, it's all crap. They're late on their car payment. Here's $3,000. Let's help them rebuild this before they go back down and just screw up more. Again, that's what has to happen. So let's understand rapid refresh, rapid score. Over 40 some odd years ago with Ken Yarborough, Harold Stokes, and me, that was my concept for rapid score and rapid refresh. And that's how we created it. Score go up, and away, 96 points in 3 days. There you go. As an example. If we need to do a rapid rescore for you Okay, when yours run out, we'll give you one, but the next one's not free. If you screw up the system, what I did for you, you will pay the next one, or we close your case. Is that not fair? If you needed to wrap a rescore as long as you did not violate today, okay, I give you 10 minutes to Zelle or $2.99, and you're going to get it for the cost what it cost us. Simple. If the Zelle's done in 10 minutes or less, add a wrap a rescore to your file. All right, there's your Zelle. If not, then you just pay normal price when you need a new one. So again, you have the office phone number to help you as well, 800-254-9506. Use a card, 5% more. So let's say you're not a client today. What is my goal? Let's focus on a rapid refresh to stop crap. Let's focus on 750. Let's get you a class on Friday or Saturday. Now, we normally charge $9.99, $1,000 for this, but I'm going to hand you a $1,000 card back. See, in most of my programs for 40 plus years, I give you double your money back up to times 10 of what you invest. In other words, I take away your BS excuses. You know, we carry a $2 million bond, okay? We're always going to follow through. So we discount it to $4.99. Card becomes $500. Raise rules and tools, 750 score. That's what you should be doing today. From here, I want you to understand something. When I was a little kid, they talked about don't put all your, eggs in one basket, and put your ducks in a row. I asked what it meant. All I got from the grown-ups was, that's about it. Do you like being a duck? So let's understand something. I created dashboards in 1987. This allowed me, with Yarborough and everyone else in Tier experience and all the blah, 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 to set up a cash report under tax ID, and that's Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. So there's a replacement. By the way, you should have 3 of these, by the way. It's up to you. Legitimately filed, published, and the IRS legitimately gives you an SS4 for that purpose, this period, because that's what it was designed for in the first place. So I want you to think, every one of you should have 3 to 9 of you to replace you. Now, let's understand what this means. A division of me can guarantee a credit card. It can guarantee a house, all right, and a franchise. Again, but it takes 2 divisions, one to receive it, one to guarantee it. Here's the original dashboards that I set up in 1987 when I'm training Yarborough and all this crazy stuff. Let's look what it says. I am requesting on the behalf of a corporation, division, or subsidiary, or a person. Okay, let's look a little below in the bottom. All right, you may have the option to provide SSN or SS4, and that's how I designed it. Okay, very simple. So this means you, corporation, division, or subsidiary, can have a tax ID and all 3 credit reports set up right away. Again, I can add history to that, but that's up to you. I think everybody needs a division of me because they always have a no shit day, and that today the ones that have shitty credit, if they had a division of themselves or me, they wouldn't have them all both screwed up. I mean, having shitty credit sucks. Maybe you don't get it. That's an instant credit report, by the way. So what do we get to do? We get to create TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian under tax ID because we're allowed to. Allowed to. If I do division of you, separate everything else, again, and I do this, I expect as you build credit, and I build it if you want me to do it for you, go back to the creditors you might have screwed up and negotiate. If you don't do that, man or woman, tell the truth, I'm going to shut it down. Okay, see, I'm the first guy that'll testify, get you a court of law if you're a freaking crook. Okay, but again, I charge $9.99 for that division of me. It's up to you. It's a Zelle. As we do this, if you have a corporation, let me build you $100,000 to $1 million of cash credit. If not, understand, if you don't have a corp, I'll hand you one for free. You'll pay your filing fee. That's why those attorneys give me crap, because I do it for free and they charge $5,000. Again, not everybody likes me, not everybody likes you. How about we rebuild you to CFO level, CFO, Chief Financial Officer, rebuild you. How about I put you in a class every Saturday, all right, sometimes on Friday, and set up on level 1. We charge you $9.99, and I hand you $5,000 of credit back. 5 times your investment. $24.99, $25,000 of credit. 5 times back again. It's better than being in Vegas. So I want to take away your excuses. And if I don't follow through, simple. All you have to do basically is put a claim against my bond. All right, we carry $2 million insurance bond. Okay. We had to carry a product bond as well, an insurance, because we're on TV and radio. So I add history, all right, analyze you and pop credit as soon as possible. By the way, I've never had a claim because I come through every time. The only time I have a bad problem is if you screw up and blame me. I will not take your silliness if you screw up. You will pay the next rapid rescore. If not, I will close your case. That is a Zelle opportunity. There's your Zelle. And there's a phone number. Call the office right away, 800-254-9506. Now, I need you to do more work. I need you to understand, my goal is to rebuild your whole life, okay? And your partner of life, and hopefully, this information gets to your kids as well. I need you to write down a phone number now, 888-567-8688. I want you to understand something. They sell the voting list 412 times a year. In other words, your information is being sold. You add yourself to the national mailing list and the robocall list. You did it to yourself. So if you call that number I gave you, you opt out 5 years or a lifetime. Get off the national mailing list. Simple. And that's the ultimate goal for every one of you. Phone number's right in front of you. Why don't you please call later today? Up to you. From here, let's understand. You were 14 to 16. You were told to go get an SSN to get a job. And I went down to that department in San Ann 17th Street. Why am I doing this? Why does it say SS5? What is this for? All I got told was, this is because you're supposed to. These idiots at this office couldn't explain diddly squat. You see that SS5 you didn't pay attention to? Okay, that's what got your SSN and created your 1040 tax return. That's how the IRS connects the dots. And if you get pregnant, you get a baby, since 71, Nixon took the gold standard out. You're not allowed to leave the hospital with your own child or you to be dismissed unless you sign the SS5 form, period. Now let's look at what the IRS actually did. It's SS4. It says on line 1, legal name of entity, individual person. That's what it says right in front of you. Okay, they never changed the form anyway. They can't really. A bank and grocery store filed bankruptcy because they have separate tax IDs. So if we had 3 divisions of this, okay, and it says employee identification or employee number, it was for credit purposes as well. The only form I can find the IRS ever created is this form for credit and banking purposes. It says it right on the damn form. It's right there. See, the problem is most people don't pay attention to diddly squat. That's why they follow ducks and sheep. You should have 3 of those. Now, I had a problem in the late 80s and 90s. I am gathering credit. I have $53 million of credit cards. When I created cash flow for you per time, is I'm trying to save my credit. So here's what happened. They're shrinking my limits, and it's scaring the crap out of me. I did my research, library again, C191D. I could loan that money privately. So I would loan out $50,000 off of a card. Say one of these. Simple. That created $2,400 a month. That's cash flow for you per time. So you could actually create a blueprint that allows you to do one thing, loan out money. So in my book series that was written over 20 years ago, and I've had 3 variations of it, it's called Buckets of Money. So I took what I had, $4.6 million of credit, a portion of it, and I basically put it under 41 divisions. And I created $190,000 a month. $190,000 a month. When I was done, didn't realize until I looked at it, the notes that I loaned money to and the notes I'm carrying were actually worth $1.1 billion. So that created $190,000 a month. That's where cash flow for you per time came from, and financial freedom. That's how it works. That was in 97 and 98. But again, it's your choice to understand how everybody could loan out some money, save the credit, and build more if they want to. So again, if you don't have a corp, I'll hand you one for free. You pay your filing fee. If you want me to add the Dun & Bradstreet, you want me to add the credit reports, add history, let me know. We would charge you a fee for that, yes. So if we can stop bringing the pain home, put your ducks in a row, I can repackage it my way like Humpty Dumpty. because I think your way sucks. That's just my opinion. So here's that corporation, a legal person again. Here's that what I told you to do, like a little blueprint. You write down both sides to protect you earlier today. I hope you follow through. Now, we all have an oh shit day. All right, 15 years ago, like I said, I died in the coma, came back because someone had a virus on my yacht. And I had 3 at the time. So we came back. We went to the house in Huntington Harbor, Portofino Cove, and realized they stole my house. What am I going to do? All right, I said, honey, take me to Mark's place. Their family owns Jewelry Mart off the freeway. Be right back. Now, I'm walking around with an oxygen tank for months and months and months, about 9 months. So I go into the Jewelry Mart, and I come back out. She says, where's your wedding ring? Where's your Rolex? I lied to my wife, said they're being cleaned. They're being cleaned. I'm not going to tell her. She's already going to hell. My job is to protect her. It's like this guy here, he's got to man up. All right, this is chicken crap. It's ridiculous. The church will hand you the food for the kids. Go drive an Uber, drive a Lyft, have a damn garage sale. I had 12 garage sales in Huntington Beach. I got cited 3 friggin' times, okay? So what did I actually do here? Well, I have my 3 divisions of me and my 5 closet divisions, and that's the goal. Now, I did one thing. I built $1 million of credit in 6 friggin' weeks. And I bought my wife her next dream house. I don't stay down no matter how many people try to knock me down. Okay, that's not going to happen in my life because that's not who I am. So again, here's a $500 million of goodies I obtained. I like goodies. You like goodies yet? So what do we get to do? Here you're seeing 2 cars and 2 buildings. You see what I see is 1,013 divisions because I want to be the damn bank. When you buy a car, you let them sweat you for 5 hours, which I call silly and dumb. When you sign that little piece of paper to let them run your credit, you should have wrote down allows one inquiry, took a picture. You didn't do that. You've been following ducks and sheep all your life. You got to stop it. You got to break these habits. See, a car, and this is one of our CFO's car in this picture right here. All right, it happens to be my wife. She drives the car on behalf of the business. We bought it at fleet price, tax ID division. All right, that's the way a car is purchased. The next one's coming in and she's buying at fleet price, tax ID division. See, in a bumpity bump, we have a problem. They sue the registered owner. When you buy a house, you never buy it joint. That'd be stupid. Can you imagine anybody being dumb enough to put husband and wife on the damn loan? One screwed up, they're both screwed up. That's just so, nobody's that dumb, right? You lose your house, you lose your car. Car should be a division. Don't worry, that creditor will report you to the IRS as a 1099-C. Now you got double shitty credit. See, I told you got to plan the problem. There's the problem. That Lamborghini, that lease of a building, that car, assets for to receive money, Fair Lending Act allows one card to become 99 more cards. How many would you like? Again, a division of me would change your life right away. But I got to get you to listen and pay attention. Why I always push corporate credit? It's 5 reasons. First of all, it's a damn write-off. I mean, this is all the damn write-off. Okay, it's free money. Okay, it doesn't hurt the family. I don't steal from the family to do this. Divisions are the line of defense, and I can build a legacy. Doesn't corporate credit make more sense? Again, but that's up to you. When it comes to a division, here's what I have to do. I take the name of the division or the corporation, I put it in the system I showed you, and I have to set up an Experian, Chandru, and Equifax credit report for corporate divisions using history. You build reports by an inquiry, which actually was a negative. So again, what do? Once we daisy chain credit, okay, we get tax ID for you because debt follows tax ID. So what do we do from here? Let's take a picture right now. Each division usually costs $4.99. So let's say today you want a bunch of divisions because if you don't file them right away, you don't get your 2-year status. So again, what do we look at? 3 divisions for $14.99. Comes with $10,000 of credit. I figure if you're going to get credit, let's give divisions. You get divisions, let's give some credit. Either way. From there, if you don't want the credit, all right, you get 3 divisions for $9.99. 9 for $29.99, $25,000 of credit. All right, no credit, we get a discount on that. It's $19.99. When we look at basically 12, $39.99 comes $35,000 in credit, which normally is $7,500. Again, 12 for $29.99. Remember, we charge 10% for credit lines. This is basically because of Cyber Monday and Black Friday is coming up. Take your picture. This is where you can save a lot of money if you wanted to. Now, during this webinar, only during the webinar, okay, instead of getting 3, I'm going to double the numbers of the divisions. You'll get 6, 18, and 24. If it was done now, Zell. If not, then, hey, just pay the normal price. And there's your Zell. There's a phone number to call the office right away as well. 800-254-9506. So specialty classes in rotation. And I've literally, for over 49 years, every Saturday done workshops, standing on my feet all day, in person or online, helping people. Again, that's up to you as well. Now, here's what I need you to do. All right, now you paying attention? We're going to analyze your case file. All right, some of you analyze today. This is an analyzation sheet. See, I believe in communication so much. All right, I pay an employee to call you on Thursdays to go Friday or Saturday. I pay employees to do analyzation so I can go over with you. Again, all right, these are the things we do. Come Monday morning after 10 o'clock, I want you to call the office after our first meeting. I have a meeting every Monday, or actually every day, 7:30 in the morning, called Setting the Tone for the Day. American Express, Capital One, all these cards. Let's understand. Capital One on the dashboard says Capital One. It doesn't tell me it's Venture One, Quicksilver One, or Platinum. You're calling the office on Monday to tell us this. Okay, we need to know. Next, we need you to tell us if you ever had a problem with American Express or Chase. Did you ever screw up American Express or Chase? So understand what happens here. Here it says you have too much credit, you're not using it. They'll turn you down because you're not using the credit you've got. Okay, it's like, why would it give you more kind of thing? Now, I'm an affiliate. This means about 119 creditors. I think most of them suck, but 10. Trade lines. Trade lines were somebody who basically buys history from somebody else and spends thousands of bucks, shows on the credit file and zero balance of 25,000. It's a trade line. When I look at the Fair Lending Act, it says if you have a connection with somebody like friend, family, authorized user, you're okay. Anything else, I believe this is fraud. You're lying under penalty of perjury. Authorized user, all right, sorry, you don't need that. It's in the way. That's just my opinion. You should learn to be a certified CFO. Rapid rescore blocks crap, pushes scores up away if you do what you're asked to do. And that's the ultimate goal. Rapid rescores are $4.99. If you didn't take the opportunity 15 minutes ago, all right, it's back to $4.99 now. Okay, it was up to you. It is a Zell. There's the office phone number to call if you want to as well. So I'm going to tell you the truth. You're not going to always like it. Sorry, because the truth is the truth. Okay, I'm not going to, put a pretty bow on it because that makes no sense. In other words, every one of us, all right, good, bad, and ugly, have to understand what could it take to get to where we want to be. Okay, all right, experiencing, all right, drag on audio. Okay, what else is new? That's internet crap. Let's say you call the call center and you're in a credit rebuilding program now, and you paid in full, we'll give you your bonus card. Okay, goody. If you want to get an upgraded, the goal is now. Upgrades have to be done in the first 30 days period, or it needs to be done now. If you Zell $4.99 today, what would we do? You would upgrade, we're going to hand you a corporation for free. We're going to add the history. We're going to add a Spirit, Treasure, and Equifax. We're going to do the tax ID. We're going to put corporation setup in level 1. You're stuck with me again, live class, all right, every week. Next, we're going to increase your bonus credit to $5,000. $5,000. You paid $1,000, that's $5,000. It's 5 times your investment. That would be the ultimate goal, but it's up to you. Remember, a corporation's what? Legal person. Let's say you screwed up everything, it's all backed in a corner. I don't think you're winning the lottery, getting a raise. We take a picture of supply credit. under a corporation, even when shitty credit, and you can get that turned into about $50,000. Supply can take that to cash, and you can now balance your debt. Solution for problem. We got to go back and understand the S is for, says on line 1, legal name of entity or individual person. It was designed for banking and credit purposes. It's right there on the form, per entity. So legitimately, division of me, tax ID, building files, and building it up legitimately. That was my argument with Ken Yarborough, because when we got done with the book called File Segregation, I didn't like it. So this means we're going to build cash reports for Experian, Business, TransUnion, Equifax under tax ID. Is that all right? As we do this, remember, when you guarantee a building, a car, an apartment complex, storage unit, when you guarantee you from a corporation, you pierce your own veil. If there's a problem, they're going to come get you. From there, let's understand. We use case numbers. We assign them. So we're going to look at case number today, 5056. So here's 5056. This means here, we're going to look at what this person wants us to do. Okay, it's going to be up to them to follow through. Now, they're a credit rebuild to get $500 bonus card. Okay, all they want us to do is rebuild them, no problem. If that's all they want. Now, understand, they're on a rapid rescore. Okay, it ended on 6/12. What you notice, it was going up, 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 and away. Then it dropped, and then back up. Rapid pushes up. This is 30 points. But look at all the points up and down. I call it the up and down show. So let's understand. Here's the person that signed up January 30th, 2024. We've analyzed them a couple of times. Brandy is our floor supervisor. So again, she's their case representative. From there, they had a 436. We started to go up. 554 went down. See, here's a client that literally doesn't know how to listen. All right, these are all inquiries. Are inquiries violations? Yes. Would it crash a rapid rescore? Let's see the up and down show. The reason I like Credit Karma, it's a neutral company. I can't lie to you. You can't lie to me. So you can't say you didn't do this. We can prove you did. So again, here's a person, literally 2, 4, 6, 8 inquiries here, 2 over here. They got 1 new card. See, here's the problem. When they don't listen, which we got to get you to turn these up, they got 8 damn inquiries and got 1 card, shit card for $300. The card's great. The credit limit's it. 1 card. It's like, why would you violate the rules and tools? Here we have $300 crap cards. These are all crap cards. All right, 141%, 63. This person, if they wanted, I can get into 750. Knock off the crap, get a new rapid rescore. We're going to go around this crap here. You might have to negotiate a little dollar here later on. Bring these down to 29%. Any problem, American Express or Chase. This person I can have to a 750 in less than 45 days. And they can get lined up for $1 million of credit. But I got to get them to listen. Right now, they have no green lights. Right here, they're playing the up and down show. So I knock off the crap. I mean, this is plain silly and dumb. Why would you do that? But again, that's what they did. This is a case. I'm going to tell Brandy on Monday, unless there's something I don't know, close the case. We're wasting our time. Okay, we're pushing it up. They're pulling it down. We're playing push me, pull me. So 50-33 should pay attention. Maybe I don't know part of all of it. Okay, then let's rebuild it to $1 million. But again, all they want is a bonus card. All right, the goal is very simple to understand how to play the game. That's 50-33. Here's 5107. Here it was going flat, down, we are up in here. We're playing the up and down show a little bit. So let's see what's happening on this one. Okay, bonus card, $500, Brandy Specialist, sign up in March. Fantastic. I mean, you would think after somebody does 1 or 2 inquiries, they'd know better not to keep doing it. Listen to the rules. The way the system was designed, the way we helped design it in the first place, it was 6 inquiries every 180 days. Okay, inquiries is why the credit bureaus got started in the first place, to track who you're shopping with. And then it's basically up to 2 years, but they can be removed as well. All right, here's a brand new car. All right, literally for $23,000, which is Navy. Great. So hopefully it was you. Thank you for your service. If not, that's just the way it is. Maybe someone gave you an access code. I got my Navy because I was in this BS government program a long time ago. From here, you got two little collections. Okay. So let's say we have authorized user terminated account. This person has no credit at all. You see, a car or house doesn't make your score go up and down at all. It makes it go down if you screw it up. They don't fluctuate at all. So here's a person back in March. All right, we've got to find out why would you do all these inquiries and you didn't get any credit at all. All right, my dashboard would have got you credit. So again, what are you trying to do? So I guess they're just clearing out files to say, okay, maybe they want us to rebuild them or something. I don't know. That's a little ridiculous. That's 5107. Okay. Here we have 5682. Now, there's no inquiries. Please keep it that way. Mahisha signed you up. You signed up on 1023, no problem. You do get a bonus card. You paid in full. This is all collection crap. We want to go around this, okay? So what happens here, we're going to go around this, all right, see what they're going to charge off, what they're going to do. You might have to negotiate something down the road. We don't know yet. You have no open credit. So that means I have to get you a card, or we actually send you the link, says Open Sky right here. There's no inquiry. You might put $200 on it, spend 25 bucks, but let me try to get you a card without that first. Again, everything you have as collections is all screwed up. Any problem, American Express or Chase? I always look for that because those are great cards. Okay, I don't see any here, but, well, there's Chase right there, sorry. Hopefully no American Express, we don't know yet. So our goal is to figure this out, all right, and what do you want us to do? I'm always asking the question, what is your game plan? I can rebuild anybody as long as they pay attention and follow the rules and tools. That was 5682. Here's 5683. Okay? Now understand, late payments kill your credit. So they're rebuilt. All right, Maisha is your specialist. All right, so here you're late on all these. Again, I would tell you to be on time, 3 months, or they're going to charge them all off. Now, Capital One. If you go into Capital One dashboard and you click like you're going to make a payment, it opens another page. Right-hand side says, I want. You click I want. Every 46 days, you change your numbers and you try to increase your limits. They do that all the time. So here we're maxed out all over the place. We have American Express. We have Capital One. Okay, I don't see any Chase. Or there's a Chase right there. I'm sorry. Okay, Ultimate Goal. So let's find a solution for a problem. Again, this doesn't help you. So again, they're just a rebuild. Okay, let's just rebuild you. I like to turn everybody into millionaire status. It's up to the person as well. So that's basically number 5683. All right, and it looks like you need a new rapid rescore. Well, actually, this is good. It goes to March 25th, 25. So it's good to next year. Good. See if we can start pushing this up and away. Now we have 5676. We have a rebuild with a rapid 500 card. Alex is your specialist, no problem. You just signed up, great, no inquiries. Keep it that way, please. These are little crappy things. Again, you might have to negotiate something if they don't charge it off. You have one card, first progress, okay. It says you haven't screwed American Express or Chase, please confirm that. And you have one card, no green lights. Here's rapid getting you 23 points. Here's rapid again. So it's going to push you up. And next week or two, you're going to get green lights. But again, the goal would be, all right, am I here to build credit? So again, 500 bonus card. Getting you 500 is easy. But again, do you want more? What is the ultimate goal and what's the ultimate game plan? What would you like me to do for you more? 5677. We went straight up, then went across, and went straight up again. Little up and down show, no problem. Here we lost 1 point. You're rebuilt, rapid. Jake is your specialist. Okay, your scores, you just signed up, no problem. Here's one collection. We just understand. You have a collection for $44. Pay the damn thing. Get it over with. Okay, that's all you got. Let's increase these limits, balance your score. You don't need authorized user. They're in the way anyway. Get rid of the damn things. But again, you just rebuilt, okay? Sorry, I was acting like I was going to build you $1 million of credit. Positioning you. Rapid is good till 2/18/2024. That means it's over. If you're not in a rapid rescore, now you can't be. It has to be new. This has to be wrong. That has to be 2/20/25. Okay, we'll double check that. Green lights. But again, if all you want is a bonus card and let's rebuild you, okay. When you want more, I can push you to 750 in about 60 days or less. But again, we got to find out what this person wants. Okay, that is 5677. Here's 5680. Okay, it's Mahisha. All right, again, millionaire in the making. That's why it says MIN. They get 5,000 of credit. No problem, no inquiries. Keep it that way, please. These are little collections. Okay, let's see if they charge them off or negotiate. Couple bucks. If we brought all these down and got rid of the 2 authorized users, we could actually build you a lot of credit right away. Again, your rapid is good till 2/19/2025. No green lights currently. Here's 18 points in a rapid. Here's 18 points again. So again, it's pushing you up. So again, this is good case. Go after this. If not, pay a couple bucks down the road. All right, let's build you up, and we're going to build you 5,000 of credit. I would say Capital One open the gap again. I got it demonstrated and said, Credit One as well. You can pay these down or increase the limits. It's up to you. But again, that's the goal. And again, any Primary Express or Chase in the past, always going to ask that to every client. Once again, if you didn't take a picture of these, do. This is supply credit under cash, all right? Turns into cash under the corporation. And you can even get these when you have shitty credit. The goal is to get about 50,000 to balance your debt. That would be the goal. Balance the debt as we can. I want to remind you once again, line 1 says legal name of entity, individual person, as banks and grocery stores, bankrupt locations. Here we're building cash reports under tax ID. Guaranteed building, car, apartment complex, storage unit. That's you outside it, and what happens? You're the duck and the sheep. Here's 5415. 5415. Priscilla's your specialist. Rebuilt, then say bonus card. If you paid in full, you get a bonus card of 500. You make payments. The answer is no on the card. You have no revolving credit. So we got to see if we can get this card for this person. Worst case, it would be open sky. We always tell people, no inquiry, 200 bucks, spend 25 bucks, we build up and away again. Again, we don't have big collections here. Little things to negotiate, maybe. But let's see what happens with a rapid rescore as we try to pop you credit. Okay, here you're flatline, here you're dropping. Okay, that's the ultimate goal. So here your rapid's good till 12/3/2024. One of these could have crashed it as well because you got collections that hit you. So that is 5415. Here's 5681. Mahisha is your specialist again. Rebuilt, 500 card. Ultimate goal, no inquiries. Please keep it that way. Again, what do you look at? PNC, good bank. All right, only $300 card. Is it secured or unsecured? Their credit cards usually are bigger than this. But again, you have Capital One. Put balances here. Okay, let me get you the bonus card. From here, any Primary Express or Chase. And your rapid is good till 2/18/25. Now I can push this person up in 60 days to about a 750 and build them about 100,000 of credit if they want. But we need to know what the game plan is. Because right now we're playing push me, pull me up here. Again, that would be 85681. 5681. Here's 5675. Again, what are we looking at? No inquiries, please keep it that way. You just signed up. Brandon is your specialist. You get a bonus card. Look at some collections, go around that as well. May negotiate things if they charge it off. Here we are jacked up on the cards. Okay, let's open the gap on each one of these cards and increase the limit because it'll bring down the percentage utilization. Solve the problem. Any Primary Express or Chase? Always going to ask that question because it's a favorite too. They build you all kinds of credit as well. From here, Rapid was basically good till 3/3/2025. So here, all we need to do is go with the game plan, or just rebuild you and get you a card for $500. I'm hoping you want more than that. Here's 56, all right, 78. So we're looking at this. You just signed up, rebuild. Oh, they want 100,000. Is that correct? Well, it could be. Hopefully they're a million in the making, but again, it could be just for the person. Either way, it works. So the goal would be 100,000 in credit, no problem. Let's pretend they're going to do everything I want because they need to anyway. Capital One, increase the limit to bring this down. If this person kind of balances his debts across the board, increase things, I can get him up to 720. This will take about 60 days at the most. No inquiries, keep it that way. Right here it says rapid question mark. Again, they sign up on 9/30. Rapids are good for 3 months. They might need a new rapid to push it back up. Again, that will be something they can discuss with their specialist too. So we balance the debt, any Primerica Express or Chase. Make sure Rapid's there, create green lights, pop credit, and build you more. All right, I'm going to get you a $5,000 or $10,000 card personally, but I like to go after the corporation's credit cards. But again, maybe you're not a corp. Did you want one? It's up to you. In other words, I got questions about this file. Priscilla needs to ask and answer questions that I need answers to. That is 5678. Here's 5674. Here we have all this collection crap. Luckily, they're not huge. See if they'll charge them off, or we negotiate a debt or two. Brandon's your specialist, and you want a bonus card, $500. You paid in full. Okay. Here we go. We can get that card, but the goal is, what do you want to do with these? If you balance that debt, we can build you a lot more than $500. But that's all you want us to do, then that's all we do. Rebuild, go to class, don't follow you want, and follow through. Pretty simple. Rapid did push up a little bit here and here. Not bad. But your Rapid is good till 3/2/2024. Again, it has to be 2025. I think they keep screwing up the date because they just signed up in 2024. I'll make sure Rapid's in place. And again, that's 5674. As we play this game, here's 5679. Again, we have Mahisha Specialist rebuilt. All right, and we have no inquiries. Please keep it that way. Here's collection, not really big. Here's a bigger one. We got to look at that as well. And the goal is the rapid rescore going. It says nothing. And then right now you have some green lights. So again, this should be balanced across the board, if that's what you want. Go around these, push to the 750, and decide what you want to do. But it's a rebuild. Didn't even say bonus card yet, but we'll find that out because that's my question in the meeting on Monday. Again, and American Express or Chase, any problem with that as well. So that was 5679. We have 5469 now, no problem. The ultimate goal, the score is going up, up and away. And you started 533, now it's going up. But I wanted to go up more. Brandy's your specialist, floor supervisor, rebuilt, rapid rescore. Okay, here's a little collection. There's a bankruptcy. Then there's an inquiry. You bought a car or something. Okay, again, that would have crashed the rapid rescore. So we need to ask these questions. But again, what happens here, or you have no revolving credit. We can help that as well. But it didn't say bonus card. So there's a bonus card. We'll pop that because just some green lights. And your rapid was good to 8/12/24. So you probably need a new one on top of that. Here's 5608. All right, we have a 5,000 Capital One card. Go online again. I want. See if you can increase it by changing your numbers out and their projection. You have two choices: pay it down or increase the limit. You want 5,000 of credit. All right, or 50,000. Sorry. Brandy's your specialist. Rapid is in place till 3/05/2025. No green lights, but look what Rapid did here. Here you crashed. Here you went up, up, and away and dropped again. Now you're back up 30 points. We got to get this. This is what's killing the score. Keeps going up, down like a yo-yo. Again, let's open the gap. From here, you went after Wells Fargo. All right, 12 days after you signed up. It probably crashed your rapid rescore on top of that. So we got to ask some questions. What is the game plan? That's the ultimate goal. Once again, always focus on SS4. It does say legal name of entity, individual person. That's the ultimate goal. My goal is to set up the dashboard for your corp, division, or division of me, and build the Experian, Treasury, and Equifax cash reports under tax ID, which I have a system since '87 to do so. Once you sign a building, car, apartment complex, storage unit, I believe you pierced your veil. Again, this is supply credit turns into cash. That would be the ultimate goal. Supply to cash. $50,000 of credit help you balance your debt. If you're in a credit rebuilding now and you want to Zelle $4.99 today, pay the difference. We'll get you a corporation. We'll add history and build the credit reports there. From there, what will happen is tax ID. Go to my level 1 and setup every week, and we'll give you $5,000 of credit. And then you get to write it off anyway. Kind of fun stuff. So the goal is to repackage every one of you. It's not easy. If you're looking for easy, no. If you're willing to do some work, I'll guide you, do most of the work for you anyway, and it will get you past go. The ultimate goal. So let me take a picture of this. There's a question or two here. That way I can give it to the specialist who it belongs to. Make sure on top of that as well. This says basically 5541, please. Well, Jeffrey, I don't know if you were scheduling the analyzations today. Okay, 5541, call the office. Find out if you're on this list. We did it today, or they needed added to that. Usually you're in a rotation situation. Greetings, Pastor Reynolds. So sorry that we were unable to talk yesterday, only for a minute or two. There was an emergency that you had. So next week is Thanksgiving calls. I would like to know where I stand and now my score. Well, now that we got everything at 29% rule, it's just great. Your score shot up from that 510. All right, right now you're almost at 700. Okay, we looked at it the other day. So again, you've been listening to what needs to be done. That's the goal. As we look at all these things, let's remember, I always want you to kind of look in the mirror. I don't think you're where you want to be. I think basically it's kind of you're frustrated. And I believe you have to be responsible and you follow some silly things. I say you follow the stupid, you're not stupid. But the average person wastes $50 every other day. It's about $700 a month. You could use corporate credit, finance into that $1 million dream right away. But that's kind of up to you using corporate credit. As we look at the things that we can do all through this process. Next year, all right, the TV show going to go nationwide like my radio is today. Even more, corporation is a legal person. Chapter 18, public record. As I said, draw this earlier today. Compare yourself to banks, grocery stores, and cities. Realize what you can do for yourself too. That's the ultimate goal. Divisions are very simple. My dashboards, not only I invented and created it, set up the dashboard to create the Experian, Treasury, Equifax under basically the name of a corporate division. After you daisy chain credit, you're going to do one thing, separate billing and reapply. Today, take a picture of this. Corporations and divisions need to be filed now, because if you run out of time, it's too late, because you got less than 25 days to get it done for this year. From there, today, you get twice the number if it was done today right away. Instead of 3, you're getting 6, 9, you're getting 18, 12, you're getting 24. Again, it's a Zelle. There's a phone number to call, 800-254-9506 right away. From there, I don't think you have your time. I believe you basically have this rerun going on. I would suggest get up an hour early every day. I'm up every day at 2:25. Okay, since I was a little kid. Money making machine can be you. Again, I'm going to tell you, boring and steady. That's just what I believe. Like I said earlier today, take a picture of these things. I'd like you to have someone drive you around the city. I want you to put yourself in check. Why don't you own the things in your blocks around you? It should be through a division process too. Today, all right, if you need a Q&A phone call, 15 minutes, let us know. If you want basically a blueprint call up to an hour, partner of life. And the next thing is coaching. All right, we do on a weekly basis. The goal is to blueprint everybody, okay, from past, present, and future, family, corporation, divisions, irrevocable trust, planning to live and die, in car and house, auto income, cash flow fee per time. That hours on the phone or Zoom, I'm going to charge you $9.99 for that. And that's both for you, partner of life. It is basically like the coaching programs. Coaching has been fun. I've taken 8 people in the last 8 months to about 5 to 10 million. A lot of other people, $500,000 to $1 million corporation. But again, coaching is fun because I get everybody where they need to go, and your file's on my desk. We analyze every 5 days. If you're in coaching currently, you can extend coaching. You're still stuck with me. After today is the cutoff, and new coaching will be with junior and senior coaches that I have. I got to free up my time. We're going to be looking at boring and steady because it makes sense. If I take a card and I take 40,000 off of a card, that's usually going to be a laundromat, dry cleaner, car wash. 100,000 storage unit, 250 cents to be an apartment complex. That would be boring and steady. From here, the goal would be as you become an investor. If I build the credit for you, I can help you through coaching and get you these locations, or I can do the work for you. My inventory, this is what I have currently. I'm assigning to people who want these things. But I do this in coaching. I know everybody, I want one. No, you have to put your basic what? Foundation, corp division process in it. And then the difference is if I'm doing it for you after my inventory, I'm going to charge you a fee. I'm not going to do it for free. And that's the ultimate goal. You don't work for free, neither do I. All money goes into the corporation. I don't get a paycheck, but that doesn't mean you won't get compensated. If you want one, you have to be in coaching. From there, if you want to be in a coaching in 6 weeks, pretty simple. Blueprint call, 25,000 of credit, rapid rescore. We put you in all classes, level 1, 2, and 3 in specialty. Usually it's billed at $11,596. Today it is $4,999. You get more than a 50% discount if it was done right away. We have a Black White Friday and Cyber Money come up. There you go. There's your Zell. Or you call the office right away. Pretty simple to do. From there, if you're looking at 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months, if you ever wanted me, you have to lock it in right away. What we look at is what the IRS says. They say 5 million below a small company. So let's go get a $5 million company. Let's build it up. What is their goal? Let's fight to get the keys, because that's the ultimate goal. Get the keys of some location. If the goal is always 10 to 100,000 a month, if not more, this means you're stuck with me. Analyzation, classes, calls, rapid rescore. What is my goal? I want to make sure we get on the phone with your creditors. I want to make sure we have the right limits, right projections, daisy chaining the credit into millions of dollars of credit. That's the ultimate goal. If you want to get stuck with my coaching, all right now it's $8,000 for 3 months. But I give you bonus credit of $100,000. If you want 6 months, it's $15,000, and the bonus credit is $150. If you want 12 months, you'd have to do it right away to get locked in with me. It is $30,000, and you're getting $300,000 of cash credit to that corp and those divisions as well. Now, if you want to extend your time, let's understand. Okay, this is every other week. 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. This is no bonus credit because you already have maybe credit coming to you, but that's every other week. From there, if you want with credit, all right, here's the price for that as well. All right, that way you can do a little bit of both if you want to increase the credit limit. What is our goal? If all you want to do is a rapid rescore, let's get it done. Let's push your score up and away. Let's understand it costs $4.99 for every rapid rescore. Please don't crash yours. If you're not a client, what do we want you to do? Rapid score first. Go to class Friday and Saturday. $750 should be your goal. We're going to charge you $9.99 for the class on the rapid. Give you a card for $500. I actually use $1,000. When I discount it to $4.99, it becomes $500. Using raise rules and tools. That's the ultimate goal. That's how you maintain a 750 score. So the ducks. I want to always keep my ducks in a row. You see, I always have more divisions of me. I set this up in 87. So again, second chance. A division of you can replace you. It can guarantee card, house, franchise. But again, opportunity is where you look at my dashboards that I can build you, corp, division, or subsidiary, an additional what? Entity, legitimately using the credit reports and the tax IDs, because that's what the IRS allows us to do. We can actually replace you, but you have to make sure you go back to your creditor if you have a debt, solve the problem. It's not to set up a new file and rip off your creditor. A division of you is $9.99 under a corporation, and that's through me. Very simple. It is a Zell. Now, if you don't have a corp, I'll hand you one for free. From there, I'll add the history, experience, trend, and Equifax credit reports, articles, set up on level 1 with me, live always. And what we're going to do is charge you $9.99, give you $5,000 credit back. $24.99, $25,000 of credit. Analyze history, and then start popping credit right away. But again, that's up to you. That kind of price for there and that bonus is a Zell. And there's your Zell. And you can always call the office right away. So if you ever want to give us referrals, we'll build more credit or we'll Zell you back 10%. We have people to make up to $1,000 a day. There's my personal email if you need something. And I'll basically answer every time you email me too. Remember, banks and grocery stores in cities bankrupt locations. You should have 3 divisions of you. It would give you a chance to fight back and a backup for a backup. But again, now you know what needs to be done next. We look beyond that curtain every time. We stop bringing the pain home. We become a certified CFO. The ultimate goal. So your goal today is very simple. I believe I'm on a mission, and I'm basically trying to honor God. That's what I do my best. And yes, I say things that I always have to ask God to forgive me at the end of the day. But I do my best while Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. Your goal right now is 800-254-9506. It's a Zell, now, or call the office right away. Talk to a specialist. That's why we're here to help you. That's why we want to go through all these things with you too. So keep in mind, we do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. At the end of the day, never forget, God loves us all.